Jeff ArizonaHotHomestead. There's been some work done on my road. Let's take a look at it. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Jeff ArizonaHotHomestead. So as you've been following my videos, we've had some severe rains, like 200-year totals, things like that. But it did some damage to my road. Not real bad, but did some damage. So I had a buddy come in, do some tractor work. We dig some trenches, we did some other work, and this, I'm hoping, takes care of a 1,000,000-year flood. Now I just jinxed myself. So let's just take a look at the work we did to the road. Now, keep in mind this is not done, but here's what we've done. I got a nice trench dug. It's about 2 feet deep. Goes over here. Goes past my driveway, and then he's going to feather that out basically. All the dirt that came from here, we put it here. We've been throwing it over here to help fill in the eroded part of the road. Over there it kind of eroded, so we packed some in there. So it looks like crap right now, but once we level it off and we have rock brought in, it'll look good. It'll look like a road again. But like this area right here, this whole section right here was all probably, I'd say a good 6 inches below what this was. Now it's at least even. But look, I've gotten some more rain since we've done some work. There's going to always be a small hill here, just to kind of, I don't know, because you got extra dirt. Now the nice idea I think overall is going to be, because as deep as this is, when I do have heavy rains, the walls are going to kind of cave in a little bit. There's always going to be some kind of a gutter. So that's one of the reasons why I want to push some of this over. This here is where some water flowed over. So I'm allowing the water to flow over. Here's what the game plan is. I have bags of cement underneath. We're going to continue with the bags of cement across here. And then we'll backfill with this dirt, so that you're driving here and you just have a little dip and then you come back up. That creates a nice channel for the water. Everywhere I noticed where the water eroded, the dirt, the road, it really wasn't any more than 4 to 6 inches. So that tells me this is 4 inches. That should be good enough. Now I may on the ends here go, because it does slope down, I may go a couple more bags up. Like for an example over here, in here this went down, so I'll probably put another couple of bags up in here, put some more up in here. But you can already see I got quite a bit of rain already. This thing here is already half full, so that's exactly what it's supposed to do. Now, I don't know if you can quite tell, but there was a trench that was dug here and it got filled in. So going forward, what I'll have to do is when these trenches fill in a little bit, maybe just take a shovel and kind of clean some of it out. So there's a little gutter right there, right here. And then I have this gutter along this road here. So this here is filled into there. And then when this gets full, and it starts to flow over, it will just literally flow over to this road here, or to that ditch there, and flow on out. And this road here will pretty much stay intact. So I don't know how well you can see it, but definitely water came through here. And I already eroded a little part right in there to fill in there. And then this side here came and filled in there. So this here ran pretty good. So my only slight concern there is with some of the water that enters it down here and flowing down, that stays on this side. But when I look at how heavy those 15 inches of rain was, very little of it came on this side of the road here. A little bit right here, and that was about it. The rest of it all came across right in here, which is a lower point. So that's why I did what I did. So the thought is to still allow it to flow like it does, like it did and will, and then channel it over here, then allow it to cross the road, and then on out. So it's kind of nice though too, with the rain that we just had, was it allowed me to not only fill in this dirt here, but see a little bit of how the water is running, and yet I can also drive over this and kind of help flatten some of it out, look for my low spots. I don't know how well you can see. You kind of see the way that the dirt is. Water definitely flowed, huh? So that worked absolutely perfect. Just clean this out a little, maybe a little bit more, like remove some of those rock. Ooh, now the wind comes. There was no wind just a minute ago. Alright, we paused a little because a little gust of wind came by, but now it's gone. This whole section is basically an eighth of a mile, right? An eighth? No, about an eighth of a mile. So, right in through here is a little bit of a concern, but it wasn't a problem previously. So I'm just hoping it's not going to continue to erode. I think it's going to be fine. We'll see. So we started it here because I already had a nice ditch that was already kind of eroded there. Let me show you what we did up here. So I put in this pipe because that was a problem before, and I put in some of these rock, but this was all open up, so it's all filled in. So it helped, and it still works. But then right here is where it crossed over the road and eroded the road pretty bad right here. So I'm using cement bags here. I'll fill this all in right in here. We're going to run a layer of cement bags right on the edge here, just like we're going to do on the other one. So it's a nice channel through here. This is just some kind of weed fabric I put on there just to, I don't know, keep the bags from ripping so fast. But these bags, once they get wet, dude, they harden really well. So it's like a cement block. Well, I already got water in there. Now I thought about taking rock or bags and just kind of go around the side here to help keep it from eroding in. I may or may not. Kind of depends on how things go, I guess. And then we did this one all the way up there. And it looks like no water was over here other than just straight water that hit it. This section here, some water comes down here, so there's not a whole lot. I think I'll just build a rock wall, and I put a small trench in here just to take it away from the road. And then if it does, because the way the land is set, if it does come back over here, it will hit that trench and go out. So it shouldn't erode the road at all. There's the dog. This section right here, down there I'll get a little bit of water through here, but I don't think there's going to be much. Based on what, because this is a higher side, it's going to come and hit this. So I think we're going to be okay. He took him with his tractor 20 hours to dig all this stuff up. So thank you, Ryan. It only cost me a couple of beers. No, I paid a fare. But yeah, I still have to add the bags here. There's more rains coming, so I think when I'm not going to show this part of it, but I think when I add the bags here, and I get more rain, maybe even add them a little bit later when there's snow, that will help soak into the bags. This side's a little higher just so that as the water comes down, and also anything coming down here, it helps direct it either there or over to here. Hi, Concho. That's the homestead dog. He does not like thunder. Although we've been working on it. This whole summer, the last 2 months have been thunder, thunder, thunder. Some massive thunder. This is where that one section starts. You know, that goes along the side here. But the quantity of water doesn't seem to be a problem. So I can hang with that. Because what I have learned is water, what makes water so damaging, violent, powerful, is volume and speed. So if you can slow it down and disrupt the volume, then you end up with you can stop some erosion. See, this is that one ditch that was dug a while back ago, and you can see the water had hit that and gone down and gone into my new ditch. So you can see that this is kind of already a permanent gutter. So that's what I'm hoping these other ditches do, is create that permanent gutter. So that's about it. I'm going to add some, it's kind of bright out, glare. We're going to add some photos at the end of this video here in a second. Some people sent in some pictures to me that live in the area, and so some I took, some they took, so you kind of see what happened. We're beginning to dry out, but there's still storms, like as you just saw. That water is from yesterday, from last night. But yeah, record rainfall in the Xolo Concho area. So Not one thing, it's another when you live off grid, right? Thanks for tuning in. Hope you subscribe. And see you. Bye. Have fun.
Break down the awkwardness. Put on my boots and a lily white dress. A million words, but how to express what I'm feeling when I see you. You flash a smile, I'm like, is this happening? I look your way and then of course drop everything. You walk over and ask if I'm alright. Hey, whatever it takes to break the ice. Don't walk away, there's more to say. I just need the courage to let you know what's on my mind. Like every time you pass by, something just feels right. Not apathy, it's energy locked up that's ready to scream and shout. I won't make the same mistake twice. Ready to shake up and break the ice. Maybe a joke first, maybe a pickup line, but either one of those is just a waste of time. I need a better way, I need some inspiration, something that better explains all my motivation. To meet you, know you, and be on your mind. I have to, but how do I put this right? Don't overcomplicate, just